there, I'm Jennifer Dunlap, one of the co-planters of Renewed Community Church in Cabot, Arkansas. And we've had a lot of people ask us about making communion, and so today we're going to talk about that, how you make communion. And I've had it different ways at other churches that I've been a part of. Some of them use a pie crust recipe, some of them just go to the store and buy a pie crust and roll it out, or a frozen pie crust. Some people do that to make communion. Other places use crackers. What I'm going to show you today is a recipe that's been in my family for a long time for making communion, and it's been kind of passed down, and I really enjoy doing it this way. It's just a simple flat bread, and it really only has just a couple ingredients, which is olive oil, water, a dash of salt, and flour. And so it's really pretty simple, and we're going to get started. I'm going to show you real quick how we do it. First of all, I have a bowl that I use specifically. This is only used for communion, and so we call it my sanctified bowl. That's what that is. And so what you're going to need is however size you need. If it's just for a small family, then you really only need about a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of water, and then just a little dash of salt. So basically it is whatever size you want to do. It's a 1-to-1, so however much olive oil you use is how much water you use. And then after you put that in and the dash of salt, you just try to, make it bubbly. And so once it kind of gets a little bit bubbly and frothy, kind of like that, then all you can do is just add a little bit of flour at a time until it makes a little bit of a dough. So it doesn't take that much. I mean, I would start probably for that size. I'd probably start with about a eighth of a cup. I have about a fourth of a cup over here, but about an eighth of a cup. And then I just use a little bit of flour until it makes kind of a thick dough. And so that's kind of how you would do it. I have one right here that's already done. And so there's two different ways that you can cook it. My favorite way to cook it that I like when I make it at home is to fry it. And so I would get my pan, and then I just take it and I just push it down. You don't need any extra oil, don't have to spray the pan. And then I just throw it on a fire, and then you just flip it back and forth until it's slightly brown on both sides, and that to me tastes the best. The other way that I do it when I make it for church is I will actually roll it out, and then I use a little bowl like this and a knife, and I cut it out into circles so that it is more uniform in shape. And then I throw it in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then you check it just to kind of make sure that it's browning nicely and doesn't burn. And that's it. It's a pretty simple process. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you give it a try.